7, 6, 5. Main engine ignition. All 3 engines up and burning. 2.
To whom it may concern.
1. And liftoff.
Lift? What is this, some Hollywood liposuction? Lift? You know we ain't about all that. Welcome to the Skull and Bones Show.
And it's happening again.
There we go. Skull and Bones Radio.
I don't know if they're ready for us today, bro.
They better be, man. They don't have an option. All right, so we are Skull and Bones Radio. Jean Perrion, joined by the handsome, the luscious Mickey 3 Jammersfield.
Well, thank you, sir.
Now, this is an awesome day, right?
Yeah, it is, dude. I'm super stoked.
One of those days that we don't get every day, right?
No, not in fact. It tends to be a once a year kind of thing. So it's been so far, hasn't it? Yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna make this tradition, bro. We're gonna keep this thing going.
All right, Mick. So why don't you let us know what we got going on today, man?
All right. So, in inspiration of the did I say that right? Of the holiday season. So we got a couple wonderful things happening today all at once. So we have Love Thy Neighbor up in the house. Woo! And I just wanted to say that they're an awesome nonprofit organization. They're founded by South Bay Mike and Ruben Torres. These guys are true ambassadors of love and kindness. They're community organizers. They're diplomats to not only children on this side of the border, but across the border in Tijuana as well. And they help out orphanages and they're just truly kind human beings.
Now, I think it's important to note that they don't do it during the holiday time exclusively. Like, these guys are working.
Yeah, it's all year round thing.
Year,
yeah.
So the work that they do is awesome.
Absolutely. This event they got coming up though is a toy drive for the Christmas holidays, as well as raising money for food and water and other things in need. But we got one more special treat for you. Are you ready for this one?
Mike, why don't you go ahead and let us know who we got, Mike?
Yeah, who we got, Mike?
Yo, we got the singer for Santana, Andy Vargas.
That's right, baby! In this corner!
What an introduction, man. I've never been introduced like that.
He's like, man, it took long enough.
I'm honored, man.
Hey, man, welcome back.
What's up, Sean and Nick? How you guys doing, man?
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you guys for coming on. We know you guys got an event tomorrow, yeah?
Yes.
And tell us about it.
Well, we actually have 2 events. We have one today and tomorrow.
Oh, there's 2 events.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We got Rey Mysterio.
Oh, from
the
WWE.
wrestler,
Yeah.
Yeah, no joke.
We got him out in Sweetwater Harley today at 6 o'clock doing an autograph signing.
6
Oh,
o'clock.
wow.
6 o'clock, yeah.
6 p.m.
Okay.
And, some other things going on there. And then tomorrow we have the main event, which is our toy drive.
Yeah, the big one.
Andy Vargas is going to be performing, obviously.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, man, it's going to be great. Anyone out there listening here in SD, if you can make it, please come. My band plays at 5 o'clock. We're going to be playing from 5 to 6, earlier. We've got a bunch of other bands. Boulevard Descarga is going to be playing.
Okay.
I Abide.
I Abide's going to be playing.
I've heard of them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've got an awesome set,
You guys got a killer lineup going on then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And this is at Sweetwater Harley, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, so you come out, check out some bikes,
Oh, dude.
Maybe buy one, I don't know.
Maybe buy one. Yeah, man.
That's speaking right to our target audience right there.
I remember last year it was Southern by the outlets, right?
Outlets
the
at the border.
Yes.
Yep.
So you guys changed the location, maybe
Yes.
a bigger venue or a bigger...
Yeah, we just felt that this location was more centralized,
Sure.
easier for parking, easier for people to kind of get around. It wasn't so much as like last time, people had to try to get to a shuttle and get in, and this is going to be more like family. You're coming in,
Oh,
you're
it's killer.
surrounded. It's just going to be a great time.
I will say, last year when we all came out to was the Las Americas, is that what it's called? The mall down there?
The outlets at the border.
Outlets at the border, yeah. I have to say, I really felt that was really well put together.
Yes.
And that was a killer lineup too. Andy, you performed last year there as well.
Yeah.
I remember actually you getting on stage with the POD guys, man, and together
Yeah.
y'all guys just like rocked it, dude. I was like, whoa, this is like history in the making right here,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
But yeah, dude, there was a lot of toys and a lot of money that you guys were able to raise in that one day alone.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like, you guys are killing it,
We're
dude.
going to do it all again this year.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome, brother.
So it's bring a new unopened toy to Sweetwater tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And
New
new
unwrapped toy.
Yep.
And I just want to say, dude, I appreciate you guys, Mick and Sean, coming down with us across the border. That was amazing.
Oh, wow, you guys did that?
Yeah, man. It was first off, I have to say I was honored to be invited to go down there, and it really opened my eyes. It was very heart touching, and I remember we hit a couple different spots, and I met this one dude who was a violin player, and unfortunately he had a terrible health condition. But I mean, even through all that, though, his spirits were high, and he was just an amazing person. And it made me realize, like it doesn't matter if you come from a lesser developed country, there's still good people, in those places. They're just in a lot tougher situation than us.
Look at Santana.
Yeah, Carlos came over from Tijuana.
That's right, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, born in Outlan, but came over from Tijuana with the guitar in his hand.
No joke.
And he's he is who he is.
Oh my God!
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think I knew he came from Mexico, but I didn't know he came from Tijuana. So literally right across the border.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Wow, my God!
I got to speak at a Vista del Mar middle school, and I talked to the kids about that.
Sure.
That here's someone who had a dream, had a vision, and came from across the border. So you have a dream, you have a vision, you can do it too.
You know what, man? I good on you guys for that. And I feel that that when you come from a place that probably there's not a whole lot of motivation or not motivation, but inspiration going on.
Inspiration is the word.
I think that that something like that can absolutely change your life and make you do something great. Kind of give you that inspiration, like, you know what? Maybe I can do this. If Carlos can do it, so can I.
Yeah, spark the light.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm totally 100% with you guys. Who's this gentleman here we got with us here?
This is my buddy. He's my partner in my tattoo parlor, Blackwater Tattoo. That's my buddy, Matt.
Okay, nice to meet you, Matt.
Welcome to the show, Matt.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah, man.
Phenomenal tattoo artist.
Yeah.
On our end over here, we got Sergio Gutierrez helping us out today on Skull and Bones. So
Sergio.
Hello, everybody.
yeah, he's a local legend around here, man. He's a killer musician.
All right, man.
Yeah, he's
you play guitar?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
I just make noise with a piece of wood or string. That's all I do.
Yeah, he's being humble, man.
Try to
I
make
tried
people
I
to.
don't
happy,
say
man.
that.
I met this dude when I was at Musicians Institute in Hollywood, and I saw him play one time, and I was just like blown away. He was playing Freebird, and I was like, "Oh my God, I want to be able to play just like you." So I suckered him into trying to teach me how to play guitar. So.
Oh, shoot.
But anyhow, so as far as go ahead, Mike, you gonna say something?
Yeah. I was just gonna touch on what Andy was saying about yesterday. We went to Vista Del Mar. We had a really wonderful meeting with the mayor of Chula Vista as well.
wow.
Oh my God, how'd that go?
Dude, it was amazing. Mary Salas, she was awesome, and they really want to reach out, and we're Andy Vargas Foundation and Love Thy Neighbor. We're gonna start collaborating on something down here in the South Bay.
It's in the works. We don't want to talk about it too
Yeah,
much.
we don't want to give it up.
But the thing is we're going to collaborate to actually have a program to touch Chula Vista children, and
Sure.
from there then we'll branch it out. But Love Thy Neighbor and Foundation and Andy Vargas Foundation, something that I'm already starting out in San Bernardino. We're going to come bring it here, and next year have some really interesting things. And we'd love to come here and talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
course,
through your source and stuff, and your audience and stuff, and see what the kind of feedback that we can get.
Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is in our backyard.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
So for those who don't know, so Love Thy Neighbor, we know that they help across the border as well as some kids here on this side of the border as well.
Definitely here,
Andy Vargas Foundation. Do you want to explain that a little more to the people because we've gotten some new listeners that probably don't know it?
Yeah, no problem. The Andy Vargas Foundation, we mentor children through music and mentoring.
Gotcha.
I've been working myself with kids with cancer and homeless out in Los Angeles, and I've had the world open up to me in San Bernardino through the city council and other city officials and also the schools. Really, I've got a lot to give and talk about and share, and the city needs it,
Sure.
And so I'm focusing some efforts out there to start some projects, and the skeleton of those projects we apply to other places, and Mayor Mary, she is amazing. And she personally, she sat down with us. It was awesome. Like Mike, myself, Ruben, Andy, the other Andy, we sat. And she gave us a good hour of her time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so again, not to say too much until we're actually in effect.
Sure.
But we're gonna make some things happen. So just a little thing we can talk about it later.
Teaser.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. We don't.
I think that's awesome with so much negativity in the world right
Oh,
now.
I know,
absolutely.
right?
And the fact that you got guys like yourselves doing and it seems like you're focusing on the youth. Where maybe we can start, getting to the root and start kind of changing the history of things.
That's the key, is inspiring the youth and pulling in and gathering those that have, the power to make changes within the city, and that's where I found, that we can make the most, noise there is, having other people join us that can do things, and we're the source.
Yeah.
We're the ones with the hands reached out, and focusing on just really just inspiring the kids, and whatever that is, it's something. Because for me, I get inspired daily by things that people say, because I tune in and I listen. So we break down those walls and barriers, and we leave ourselves open for that. Whether it be God filled, which is actually the source of it, or whether it be whatever the case may be, but we break down those walls that stop all of that.
Yeah.
First, and this point of inspiration, and we dig in. It's music. It's showing kids, that there are different avenues, or like you guys, radio, or like my buddy here, Daniel, video, camera work and stuff. And, you getting your hands on the technology. How excited were you guys when you guys first started on your stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, or guitar, you know what I'm saying? And applying technology to that guitar and stuff, and opening, like, kids today, man, they're geniuses.
Oh yeah.
And they're ready to move on these things, on this technology, phones, iPads, and stuff. Earlier than we were. I was in baseball cards and football cards at that age. Now they're, we're talking real, right?
No, absolutely. No, I'm with you on that.
These kids have so much potential, and we want to be the door that opens up so they can walk through. That's what we want to do.
It sounds like you guys are definitely doing that, man. So
on that note, Mike, I wanted to ask you. So I know you guys have been growing year after year. Obviously, now you guys are even moving to bigger venues and taking more resources down into Mexico. Yes. What are the future goals that you guys would still like to achieve, or that you feel still need to be achieved?
One thing that needs to really be achieved, in my estimation, as far as going across the border, is making it easier, because it's very difficult.
Big time.
So,
I think it's getting more difficult. Yeah, no?
It is.
Oh,
and, we need.
I imagine it would be.
We need we need bigger people that are part of international reliefs and international help.
Sure.
To help us, and I'm going to say it flat out. So that's been our biggest obstacle.
Or companies that already have this kind of work, figured out, being able to take their products. I mean, there are major, U.S. companies that have their factories over in Mexico, that they can go ahead and just, they could do this just, taking toys. We're helping. We don't want to get taxed to help people.
Just piggyback on what they're already doing.
That
exactly.
is a great idea.
But we need their help, So if anyone out there is listening, know somebody. I mean, 3 degrees of separation out there. I know, you guys out there know somebody or someplace, something that we can help us. And it's really not a lot. We're not doing anything negative here. We're just doing something positive. And as well as Mike was telling me earlier, is another thing, if I may, is also helping those in our backyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
I do feel that there's a lot of that needs to be addressed as well. So I remember last year as well, there was when we went across the border, we went to a couple of different spots literally right over the border, and then we drove to this one area that was a bit out there.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget this. I don't know, what do you call the lady who runs the orphanage there?
She's the mother.
The mother. Okay, so the mother of the house then. I remember she was saying through a translator, of course, because my Spanish is very broken. My mom was very disappointed in that. But I remember she was saying that there was people that were basically they didn't have enough food and stuff like that, because most of the orphanages that were right across the border got all the help, but the deep orphanages barely got anything, and those were the ones that needed the most. So what would you say, what resources do you think that those people need the most to be able to sustain these orphanages down there and the kids can have
So we went down there and we, before my accident and everything, we went down and I helped build a lot of things with drywall and all that.
Okay.
But what they really need is food. They need water.
Sure.
They need a washing machine. They need help with electricity, with the bill. Because this woman who runs the orphanage, she's amazing. You met her,
right.
She doesn't care if you're Catholic, she doesn't care if you're Christian, she doesn't care what you are. If you want to help these kids, come and help them,
Sure, absolutely.
But don't say you're going to do it, just do it.
Yeah, love thy neighbor is the avenue to do that.
Yeah.
They're connected, they're in tune, and so that's what you find as an organization like them.
LoveThyNeighborMovement.com.
Yeah.
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 So to clarify a little bit, if there's a family out there right now that's listening and they're saying, I would love to help, but I'm in a tight spot financially, but maybe they're an electrician